Ooh, this light is super bright. But the camera's about to die, so welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, I did something crazy, once in a lifetime experience yesterday, and that was flying a plane for the first time ever. And it was honestly a 10 out of 10 experience. So like, this upcoming video is all about that and like how it went for me. I was actually doing fine while I flew the plane. Great instructor, by the way. Alright, other camera died, but we back, so it don't matter. But yeah, it was a 10 out of 10 experience. Definitely do that again. Overall, I think it was like $150 to fly, get the lessons, and if you end up wanting to get your pilot's license down the line, this counts as one of your lessons towards like your flying hours or whatever that is. But I was doing pretty good while I was flying, but then when my sister was flying, me being 6'3" and the size that I am, I got pretty nauseous in this little plane. So I actually ended up throwing up while my sister was flying the plane. The back, like when you're sitting in the back, is like so much more rocky than the front. And yeah, it's not a good experience. They also say to eat light before you go there. I also had like a bacon egg on a roll, large coffee. Like, I was bugging. I should have listened to them. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy the video, and don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe at the end. Do you ever get worried with people flying?
Like what?
Like nervous with other people?
If I see somebody that I don't want to fly with, I'll just be like,
yeah.
Pictures of each other standing there before you get in.
This is crazy.
Oh.
Oh man. It's scary that I'm not even nervous right now. I'll fly the shit by myself. I don't need no co-pilot. God damn. So in this next clip right here, this is basically just the pilot setting up everything that he didn't teach us, which was like starting the plane, all the switches that had to be put on and stuff like that. This is also the beginning of our taxi, which is basically like the driving portion on the ground to the takeoff strip. And he didn't teach us how to do that because it's pretty complicated to do with like rudder pedals and stuff like that. The rudder pedals are like pedals that are connected through a wire that connects to the front wheel, which turns the plane on the ground, and then the yoke, which is like the thing that I have my hand on, controls like the flaps and the turning while in the air. And then I was also just gaining reassurance of like full throttle and like the amount of knots that we were going to take off with, which was like 65 knots. Okay, so here we are on the runway and it is about to go down. So like pretty much the pilot gives you full control of the plane unless he really thinks that you're going to crash and kill us all. So at this point I had full control of the plane, and I had both my hands on the yoke, and I'm just getting ready for the plane to hit 65 knots so I could pull back on the yoke. And the pilot said to lift the plane just enough to where you couldn't see the runway anymore and that you could just see straight sky. And then about 450 feet, we made our first left turn, and then that was pretty cool. But yeah, with this you get 2 takeoffs, 2 landings. So this was my first takeoff, and it was pretty cool. So the reason I said our first left is because we basically went up and made 1 left, 2 left, 3 lefts, landed. So we went in a big rectangle. And this was my first left here. You can kind of see the plane tilting towards the left, and it is such a weird experience. Like every time I'm on a plane, I'm always wondering like, how am I up here? How is this thing flying? Like, it's such a freeing experience, and to be behind like, not the wheel, but like the yoke of it this time, like it's so weird to be in control of all that up there in the sky, just flying. Okay, so right here I'm coming in for my second landing. The first landing footage wasn't really that good because the pilot had to take over because there were some seagulls flying up towards the plane, and he didn't want us to hit them, obviously, because that's a hazard when you're flying a plane. The birds, you know, going into the engine and stuff like that. So right here I had full control over the plane, and this was actually me landing the plane on my own. The pilot was just kind of giving me some adjustments on the yoke itself, but you could see he lifts his hands up and I land the plane on the ground. He also made a joke. He was like, okay, like, you could let go now, we're on the ground. He said that people would love to hold on. He's like, you feel the ground, right? You feel the ground, right? I'm like, yeah. And then at that point I let go because I knew he had control over the plane, and then we began our taxi back over to, I guess, the hangar, you call it, so my sister could switch. And the clip that my sister got of me, you know, like getting out of the plane and switching with her to go into the back seat is pretty funny. She was laughing. I was struggling to the max because of how big I am in this little plane. But yeah, it's pretty funny. So I'll insert that clip here, and then there'll be some footage of her flying the plane next. I don't know if you guys could tell, but my hand was shaking like crazy. Like I was trying to stabilize the camera, but like I said, when you're in the back seat, you have no control of your body at all. It's so rocky, and like it's so, I don't know, it's so bumpy. And then at the end there, you saw the plastic bag because I started throwing up like crazy. I could not control it. Like I was just so nauseous in the air. I threw up while she was flying. No.
Get me flying at all?
I got you flying, but I threw up because you fucking, she took the plane.
Joey, yours was exactly the same way.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, how was it?
I had a great experience flying.
If you see my filming, it's like blah, 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 blah.
The camera hit the ceiling at one point when you were flying.
And the ceiling hit the ceiling multiple times when I was filming yours.
And then I threw up.
And I was holding it really tight. It hit the ceiling, went boom, boom, boom. Would you guys do it again? Yeah.
Nah, yeah, that was a 10 out of 10 experience.
Yeah?
To fly a plane. Katie flying, never again.
No.
I can't. I threw up. You know what I threw up in? I threw up in a headphone bag.
Joey threw up.
It was 10 out of 10 though. I would definitely do it again. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe down below. And would you guys trust me as your pilot? Be honest. I would definitely trust myself as my pilot again. I think I did pretty good, but leave comments for the next videos down below so I could like try and fulfill your guys' wishes, whatever. And I'll see you guys in the next video.